Hi everyone. Um, I decided that I'm going to start a YouTube channel. You see me, I got notes down here, so I'm looking at those. Um, after watching so many of you guys on YouTube in the pagan community for so long, I decided that I want to lend what I have into the community here on YouTube. My name is Kenny. My pseudonym, I guess you would say, my magical name is Hunter Stagmoon, which is the name that you see here on my channel. Um, I am 18, and I am gay. I mean, like, that matters, but, yeah, I've been involved in spiritual studies since I was in about 5th grade is when I started looking into not just paganism, but just spirituality and religion in general. It's very interesting to me, and it's just something I've always been called to. Um, I feel like my entire life purpose, the reason I'm here on Earth for this life, is to teach and guide and heal people through spirituality because I'm so connected to it, and I just understand it a lot, and I really connect to people when it comes to spirituality. And so that's one of the reasons I started this channel, was as a jumping off point to get going on this life path that I'm going to pursue, that I feel like I'm meant to pursue, that I really want to help people. So here we are. This channel is going to be me showing you guys my practices, what I like to do, and what makes my spirituality my personal spirituality, and how there's a lot of people out there practicing paganism and Wicca and witchcraft, but each of us has something a little different that we can bring to the table. And so I want to show everybody what I do. And I will also be teaching on this channel. And, any video requests that I get, just send them in. If I feel like I can answer them, I will definitely do a video and do my best to help you all. So my practice it hasn't really settled in until recently. I am a priest of the goddess Nyx. I am solitary, but I have dedicated myself to the goddess Nyx and her consort Erebus. Nyx is a Greek goddess who was one of the first goddesses to come out of chaos, or, the universe, the void. She is basically night, like the nighttime personificated, right? So I very much connect to the nighttime, and I like to practice at night. I feel like during the day there's so much, it's a lot more mundane energy in the atmosphere because that's what everybody's doing all day. At night, everybody's asleep. The energy is a lot more charged, and it's not used as much. So there's so much there. So I do practice at night. I adhere to the religious structure of Wicca. Like there's basic tenets that I definitely follow. The ritual structure I follow. Whenever I'm doing spell work, or unless it's folk magic, but spell workings, Sabbat, Esbat rituals, I cast a circle, call the quarters. There's altar devotions. There's all sorts of things that in traditional Wicca that you do, and just the religious structure of it I adhere to. And religious, I mean, there's a negative connotation to the word religion or religious. It's not a bad thing always. Like, it's the structure of a spiritual based practice, basically, in my opinion. And so a lot of people take that and they hear religion and they just like, oh no, I'm spiritual, just back away slowly kind of thing. But it's like, I'm very spiritual too. But there's, you got to have some sort of structure. And I'm going to make a video in the future on why I think structure is so important in even just practicing spirituality in and of itself. I mean, you don't want rigid structure that you have to follow, or that's like, but like some sort of skeleton to base your practice around. I don't do a lot of spellcraft just because, I don't know, I never really have. Like, I know how to do it. I've cast spells before. Like, I can do workings and stuff. I just really don't, which is weird. I don't know why, but I do practice, everyday magic little things. Like, I wear makeup, so like putting on your foundation and your eyeliner you can charge your makeup to do for different things. Like, normally when I put on my makeup, usually daily, as a spiritual devotion to my goddess. I'm putting it on, I'm thinking of her, just doing your whole, it can be used as a spiritual devotion, but you can also put on foundation and use it as like a glamoury, so like to make yourself appear differently for something. So let's say you have a job interview, and so you can put on your makeup while saying a chant or something that entails looking your best for the job, and it'll make them more apt to hire you, I guess. But yeah, and then I put on the eyeliner for my goddess and stuff, that kind of thing. When you do your hair, you can do it for different things. I have to thank the book Gothcraft by Raven Digitalis, because he's given me a lot of these ideas and these practices for this. But you spike your hair, you can charge that for protection, or I don't know, the clothes you wear, you can wear like sequins to reflect everybody's energy if you don't want, or if you want to be noticed. Or you can wear black or just sunglasses, to keep yourself internalized if you're going through grief or, whatever. I practice a lot of kitchen witchcraft. So with my food, I do magic when I'm cooking a lot. I do a big part of my practice is being in nature. I go on a lot of nature walks. There's a park here where I live called Greeno Park, and there's this trail, and it goes over this beautiful, beautiful bridge, and there's the trees there are so beautiful, and you're in nature when you're in that park. And being in nature and just appreciating and worshiping it is a very, very big part of my practice. I feel like, nature is a big part of this world, and a lot of the natural forces people just kind of not take for granted, but just don't notice. So, and I think that the universe created nature, and I feel like it's very important to not worship it, but respect it and celebrate it. I do a lot of spiritual studies on all sorts of religions, so my practice tends to be very, very eclectic. I pull from a lot of places that I definitely agree to, and I feel like that's it's not the right way to do it, but it's a better way to do things than just adhering to one single practice, like strict nothing else. Because there's all of the religions and spiritual practices around the world have very, very good points. And so when you take a little bit what you personally agree to from each, it builds an even bigger, more solid spiritual practice that fits to you. Like, making these videos, I'm not expecting anyone to follow exactly what I follow. I am here to share what I practice and put my cards on the table and be like, this is what's happening. I'll teach if people want to know, all of that. So all in all, I guess I would be considered, if you want to get technical definitions and words, I would be a solitary, eclectic Wiccan witch. Which, I mean, it sounds like a lot, but it's really pretty basic. I practice by myself. I don't have a coven. Eclectic, I pull from all sorts of different traditions to build my spiritual practice. Wiccan, like I said earlier, I adhere to the religious structure, the ritual structure, the guidelines, I guess, rules and regulations, if you want to call it that. And witch, I practice witchcraft, and that's the very spiritual part of my practice. So altogether, that's really what you have when you look at my spiritual practice. And so, I mean, like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm here, so come with me on my journey. And I mean, I'm already pretty developed spiritually, but I mean, you're always growing until even after the day you die. You're still growing from all of these past lifetimes and everything that you've learned in this lifetime. You're always going to be growing. So, I mean, it's never too late to jump in and start on a practice, or start learning from somebody else, no matter how far they are in their practice. So come with me on my journey. I want to teach people as well as learn from them, help people grow and heal people through spirituality, because that is what I am here to do. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you subscribe to my channel and keep watching for my updates. There's gonna be a lot of good stuff on this channel, I promise you. Okay, bye.